Hello, hi, welcome on a podcast Magic of Business. My name is Maggie and I'm welcoming today Zahid. Zahid, hello. Can you tell me something more about you, about your business, what you do in your life?
Yeah, thank you so much, Maggie, for having me on the show. Yeah, my name is Zahid Mahmood. I'm a chartered accountant and I'm a managing director of Accounts House Chartered Certified Accountants. So we've got three offices. One is in North London, Upminster, and Hoddesdon. So we actually help a lot of businesses, from startups to the big businesses, SMEs. So variety of the clients we have. So we cater their needs. We help them grow.
Then what would be your advices for like startups, for people who start in their own businesses, how to start?
Well, that's a very interesting question, because the most of the time, the people get emotional, or we want to start a business, but and they don't know what structure they need to have in place. So we advise them that they need to be a sole trader, there should be a partnership structure, or limited company, which is more tax efficient way. But obviously it depends on the circumstances of each and individual business. So if they want to share the responsibility, the partnership is good. But if they are on their own and the business is not big in terms of numbers, the turnover or the profitability, then the sole trader to start with. But obviously eventually I would definitely suggest and recommend the limited company is very important and the key for the tax for tax savings. So it's a more tax efficient way to save your money, and you can reinvest.
Should entrepreneur choose between sole trade, partnership, or limited company? What do you think?
Okay, yeah, it depends on your tax efficiency, market risk, the commercial risk you want, and the profitability. Eventually, all the businesses, I would suggest they should go to limited company, because there are more tax benefits and tax savings. But it all depends on your personal circumstances. If you are on your own and you are not risk taker, then the sole trader is the first choice. And if you want to share the responsibility and the ownership, then you move to the partnership. And the limited company, if you want to scale up, your profitability is going up, and you want to reduce your personal liability and have more the tax savings, then certainly the limited company is the first choice.
Yeah, probably most of the people on a limited company. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one.
For anyone starting a new business, what are your first financial steps they should take to start properly from day one?
Okay, so you need to have a full control on things from the day one. You need to have a financial system in place, employ a right software, or appoint a right accountant or bookkeeper to keep your books tidy, to keep your record digital. Now, obviously, it's the digital world, so you need to have a digital record and keep your financial all the time. If you know your numbers, your decision making is very easy. Delayed decision making in business cause you a lot of hassle, stress, and of course money as well. So you need to be on top of things from the very day one. Employ a system and have everything under control from the day one. Don't wait for 3 months or 6 months or year end. You need to do these things from the very first day.
Okay, Zahid, tell me how long you in the industry, and what problems of many years probably you see. What's the struggle?
I have been in the accountancy profession over 25 years.
Wow, well
I
done.
started in 1999, qualified in 2004, and I'm in practice since 99 really. So I have seen evolution in the entrepreneurs, their mindset, and how they conduct their businesses. So I have actually seen everything. When the things were not digital, now it's a digital world. Everything is on your fingertips. And when we have seen that, the people come with the red books, they have handwritten, the invoices, and everything was handwritten. So from that point to now is a massive change. I think it's and each phase has its the beauty, I would say. At that time, you feel and when you are writing, when they say your numbers, when we say it now, know your numbers. Numbers are very important, and so when you're writing, you straight away know where I'm spending money, where the money is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are doing the simply typing things, you might not remember
Mm-hmm.
so I think things have changed. Things have moved positively, and it's a lot easier now to do business, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very important. Not just don't look at your turnover, don't look at your the sales. You need to see your bottom line. You need to see what is your net profit, and how you are saving that the profit, and how you are extracting money from the business, and or reinvesting. So you need to have a strategic thinking when you are conducting your business. So this is evolution I have seen from over the period of time, and now it's I think it's very easy and to do any business, but you need to be very vigilant and the focused that which area you want to do and the steps you need to take from.
Mm-hmm. What will be your advice? Because obviously it's lots and lots of competition in your business, it's lots of accountants. Then how to choose good accountants? How to, I know obviously, like how you will say what to look for, like when people choose an accountant, obviously how to choose good accountant, how to know, that person gonna definitely help, and they actually, they're gonna care actually about your business, about your money.
Yes, like that any field, if you are sick, you go to a good doctor. The doctor will cure your disease. So same as the accountant. A good accountant is vital for the business because it gives you clarity. It gives you not only the numbers like this is your profit and loss, this is your balance sheet. It gives you clarity. It reduces your risks. It advises you where you are doing good and which areas needs your the utmost attention. So the good accountant does the tax planning, reduce your the tax bill, and improve your profitability, minimize your the risks to the maximum level, and save you money, make you wealthy. So that is
that's great answer. That's great answer. Which basically you can advise like what they need to do to don't pay taxman as much. And
And obviously for that the aspect. So when you are doing the business, or you are starting a new business, you need to set up the right kind of structure. That is very vital for the business. So if you want to start as a sole trader, as a partnership, or as a limited company, so that is different structures for different the people, for example, according to your circumstances. So but I would suggest that the limited company is the key, where is the most tax savings are, and you can build your wealth, you can reinvest, and you can extract from your money through structuring your remuneration with as a salary, dividend, or the other the structure in place, how you want to extract your
Okay, then can we a little bit explain, because not many people, obviously startups, not many people or new business owners didn't work with accountants before. Then obviously, let's say they come into you for consultation. How does that look? How's the process look? They come into you, they have a consultation. You said, yeah, you need to have limited company. It's gonna call this and this, let's say beauty clinic, or I don't know, hair salon or whatever, yeah. And then what's happening? What they need to do, like in steps. well, you open the company for them. Can you tell me more about this to like tell people how is the process look for the, let's say, in limited company?
Yeah. I think that your turnover is not a lot, but your outgoings have a lot of VAT. What is that outgoing? So you are, they're setting up your clinic, you're buying equipment, your furniture, you're paying builders and decorators, and whole a lot of the stuff that you're spending.
Petrol, car.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, you need to go to the work. Yeah.
Yes. Say for example on vans, because when it comes to cars, it's quite difficult. The different set of rules that the HMRC have.
Okay.
Because but vans and if you have a van, that those are you can claim because that's wholly and exclusive for business purposes. But as I said, so those startup costs includes VAT. In the beginning, you don't have the VAT. That you are charging your clients, or
Yeah, but not
so
many people know about this yet.
so you can claim that one, and if you think that you are not hitting that threshold in near future, you can deregister from the VAT. And if and on the other side, if you are not registering for VAT, for example, to start with, what you can do is you can register. When you register for VAT, the VAT that you incurred on your capital expenditures, where you bought all the equipment, all your assets, you can claim that one. You can go back 3 years actually to claim that VAT back from the VAT man. So yeah, that's another thing. So you don't need to be scared of the tax office or the tax man or the VAT man. If you do the things right from the day one, keeping your record up to date, keep knowing your numbers, where you are actually going. HMRC just wants you to keep your record correct, and submit your information on time, and keep your things tidy. And I think when you have things in control, things will go with the flow, and you will see, yes, I am growing. And when you are scared of things, you don't grow, because back of your head, oh, I need to do this, I need to do, and the timely decisions on those aspects, because you'll be stressed. If you don't do, especially the business decisions on time, it creates stress, and stress keeps you defocused. So you will struggle with many things. So I suggest that do the things right from the day one. If you have not registered with HMRC, register with the Companies House if you want to do the limited company, set up a structure. And keep you.
I think that will be open them eyes more, because obviously as well, like all those girls start working by themselves for, let's say, 1 year, 2 years, and eventually they are good and they do need employees, let's say, yeah. And after as well, they scared to employ someone. Oh, what if I'm not gonna have, let's say, money for them, or how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. But as well, like accountancy, like you had to employ the people. Obviously, they've got holiday days. Can you say as well about how they can be not scared to actually grow? Everybody like, oh my God, how I'm gonna employ so much these people? But I do need them, because I need to be mom at home as well, and somebody needs to do this job for me. How I'm gonna pay this, But obviously, you're looking through the accountancy, and they can, yeah.
Yes. You see, if you want to scale your business, you need additional resources yourself. You can't do bookkeeping, you can't do what you call it, treatments, you can't do the keeping the diary. So you can't do everything. The multitasking, obviously, to certain levels home, and her turnover was 53,000. And obviously I wouldn't take all the credits. Obviously, with the advice we gave her, to a certain extent financially and stuff, within a year and a half, her turnover was over 300,000. So what was the reason? If she was working from home, she would not be that big business. She had the right structure. She employed, when she saw that okay, the business is growing, she employed, get overexcited, because it can
slowly and surely.
So get one person at a time to see how, if the person is work and the person is adding value to your business, it is freeing up your time. and you develop your business. Because when you work in the business, when you work on the business, you grow. So she started working on the business instead of working in the business. So she delegated her responsibility to one staff man. After the 3 months,
Does she have a shop?
Yes, she had the clinic. First, she working from home, that clinic. So then number one staff member, then number two, and so on and so forth. So she grew, and is it hard? It is tough. Yes, you need to know the people management. You need to have someone who have that skill.
Good coach or good mentor.
Correct. And now there are some resources available, which are that you can have those HR thing in place. HR, the softwares are there, the programs are there, the courses are there. So you certainly minimize is being taken care of. Remember, as I said, if you want to grow bigger, you need to take that risk. Risk worth taking.
Can you tell me more about, obviously they gonna employ someone because everybody wants to have more free time, yeah? When they directors, obviously they doing the treatments, but eventually they want to have more time for themselves. What's the kind of better option?
There's a thin line between the as an employee's duties and as a self-employed one. If the person is under control of the employer. When I say under control of the employer, that you need to be on a specific number of hours, and then the staff is using your resources. So if the person is not well, can a substitute is available? So that's kind of thing. So the employer, as you asked, the employees and self-employed are different, but you need to first identify, you make sure that you do that test, that it doesn't fall under as an employment rule, or is it self-employment. And to do that one, you see the control, that the person is not all the time, person can refuse work if needed to, if the person is not aptitude, can come to perform that task, and not utilizing all of the resources that you are providing, like equipment, the other equipment that you use to perform the treatment. So, but again, to have us, how, as you asked, that should it be part-time or should it be full-time? Again, you need to assess when you
need that employee.
Correct. When you need that.
How much of the time?
Correct. Because if you know your cash flow, if you know your numbers, if you know your profits that are there, so you can afford part-time the person, but that person should make a difference in your working hours. That are you free or you more occupied?
Okay, when they do, let's say they had employee, but eventually going on and they've got obviously problem with the employee, then when is your staff? When they self-employed or when they employed, like let's say even part-time, what's the kind of better option? Obviously, if you're helping with that sort of advices in a kind of daily basis in your accountancy, or this is something not in your advice, part.
Actually, that HR thing is very complex at times, but it depends on the nature of the employer. When I say nature of the employer, what kind of industry you are in, and what sort of the circumstances are at the workplace. So you can't harass your employee. You can't certainly dismiss employee without any reasons, or what are the causes that you want to get rid of the person. It's not as straightforward to have an employee and just straight away not to have that employee, because after the probation will be 1 month, which will be 3 months on the terms and conditions, whatever, when you employing that the individual as an employee. As an employer, you have some simply
no, I do understand, but let's say that employee, is lots of like I don't know, complication or unhappy clients. They saying, oh, that person or whatever, and like people thinking, oh, what I'm gonna do? I just employed her not long ago, a few months ago, and now it's like my clients complaining for her. What's the like really really good story? What's really you actually are proud about? I don't know your journey with the client.
Obviously, over the period of time, like the over 15 years, and I think it's more than 15 years at Accounts House. We have helped a lot of businesses, the very small business, sole trader, limited companies, SMEs, so a variety of businesses we have helped them. And one of it's a very, the fantastic story, I would say. We had one a boy who used to work for one of our clients, and he used to earn, I think, around £300 a week. And after some time, like few months, he was a young lad, and after the few months, he spoke to me. I want to start my own business. I want to start. Would you advise me? What would your this suggestion or opinion or advice to me? And we booked a meeting with him, and he came, and he came 10 minutes early, which was at that time, obviously I didn't realize what kind of the lad he is, and what his aspirations are, and what his plans are. So during the meeting, he said we had an hour-long meeting, and we agreed that he will set up a limited company and start his construction business.
Okay.
It's that in the construction industry. So he started that one with one van. He was fixing. He got the call from anybody, like a handyman kind of person. Then so over the period of time, like 2 to 4 years, the turnover is over 1.5 million.
Wow.
So from £300 to 1.5 million, a young boy he hit his 30. He is the earning over 1.5 million. And so
how many employees you've got now?
They got 10 vans.
10 vans.
So you can say that 10 vans means the business is still growing, and they are progressing very well.
But you're reviewing his work, like he's like meetings with him.
Oh yes, well, I'll tell you that whoever, it's not me actually, whoever is your accountant, have a regular contact with them. Set up meeting. If monthly possible, do a monthly. If you can't visit that physically, Zoom. Have a Zoom meeting for 10 minutes. After 3 months, after 6 months, after 1 year. But you need to have a plan in place. What is your plan? What you want to do? Have your cash flow, like for next 12 months, is vital. Know your numbers. What we call is, number is a language of business. If you know your numbers and you have a plan in place, no one can beat you, and you will be the winner in the end. And that you will progress. And again, don't get overwhelmed, don't get too excited, don't get too emotional. You need to take steps in order. Don't just jump. When you are jumping the boat, when you are going too fast, taking the hasty decisions in business especially, or I want to scale up, I want to build. Do things as they come along. Don't scale up if you are not ready. You need to be ready. Systemize yourself. If your systems are in place, you are a business. If your systems are not there, then there's a difference between doing a job and doing a business. And the main, the vital part and the vital importance is have system in place. Have your SOPs in place. If you're not there, someone else will follow the right steps that you have. Your things. So,
but if people are unsure, obviously they're not sure if they've got the system. There's some people, like confused. They can always like call you and you're gonna give them free advice.
Oh yes.
If they're ready, if they're not, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we are here to support. It's not especially the new entrepreneurs. They advise to start with, and the regular one. Once you are confident, yes, you can take it. But I wouldn't suggest that you should do everything yourself. get a professional to do your stuff. It's not just number crunching. It's actually the advice. It's the pathway that your advisors set for you. So you just walk on that one. Because when you are doing everything yourself, your main business is your business, not you're doing just the numbers yourself. So if you have someone professional or an advisor with that thing, and guide you and give you clarity of your business, that's the perfect start. And do it from the beginning. Don't say, oh, after 3 months I'll do this, or after 6 months. Do from the very beginning, and have that the support in place from this day one.
Question is, we said about the good one. Now, what's kind of bad happen with other clients? What if they didn't take maybe your advice? Is anything like bad stories? Why? And what is like if let's say they didn't listen? What did you say? Or I don't know, if bad advice or something like what's?
Yes, we had some instances where some clients, they think that they know more, they take your advice, but they don't act on that one. But eventually they suffer actually, because advisor's role is to advise you, not to force you. So we advise clients that they have this structure, like for example, limited company in place, and it will be a lot better from the day one. And that it will save you from not only the tax, but it minimize your personal liability. But they took a different route as a sole trader, and so after 2 years they got sued.
Okay.
So one of the clients sued them, and they were personally liable. So they were actually going to court. They visited courts, and dealing with solicitors. It cost them personally, and in the end they had to do the settlement to pay. When it was, and then they came to me and confessed, we should have listened to you, because if it was the limited company, they were not personally liable. And if you can't afford that, the liability, you are not personally liable to pay that one. It's your limited company which is liable for that one. And under limited company, so if business can't afford to pay, you are not forced to pay from your personal pocket. So they suffered tax wise, but obviously so that thing there really a big punch they had. But
then you say limited company is more safer in business.
Correct.
Then
that's the sole trader. Yes.
Your personal life, your personal bank account, and yes. Mortgage, let's say, yes. And the house is safe.
Correct. So because you have protection in place, so that if the business is not performing well, you have debts, and the business is not generated. It's not your fault. Things can go wrong, and that's what business is. It's not that you open a business and everything is rosy. Now, you have hiccups. You can end up into a bad situation. So in that aspect, if something goes wrong, business doesn't grow, business doesn't pick up, and you don't make money. Instead, debts pile up. Business is struggling. You contact the insolvency practitioner, and the person advises you the company. It won't hurt you. It won't make you pay personally, because it is not your the company's liability, and you are protected under that one. So you are not the personally liable to pay those debts.
That's good.
Even if it is VAT, payroll, POI. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pay, but obviously if the business itself is into that situation, and your business can't afford it or can't actually trade, then yes, you are practically insolvent, and you should not trade. A liquidator should be appointed, and they will take care of that.
Right, then now question from different shelf, I will say then, what is your hobby? What is people could be surprised?
Okay, so the one thing is that the people especially my clients and a lot of people don't know, obviously the circle or my close friends, so I love writing, and I done in 2010 a writing course from London School of Journalism. I wanted to be a writer, I wanted to be a script writer, I wanted to be a film writer.
Nice.
And but because of and my commitments, I couldn't even I would love to pursue as a career at that point, but because I was too much into this and my other commitments, I couldn't actually pursue it. So at times when I get time, I do write. By the way, I write Bollywood, the lyrics.
For the songs, for the films?
No, I have not for the films, but like that kind of. I have written over 100 the poems and lyrics.
Amazing.
So I can publish a book actually as well, but
You should. You should.
So that is a surprise, I would say, that as far
Not
as,
many people know about you.
No, I think 98% people don't know about it.
But now people will know.
So that is really.
Yeah, but all these scripts for the, let's say, songs, they are like hidden, or they obviously like sell them, or.
The funny thing is,
Did you spoke with any like producers?
A few years ago, I met a Bollywood singer. I wouldn't name them, and I met him personally. He invited me. I met him actually, and he said, "Yes, I loved your songs, and but I only can give you £100 per song, but you need to do this." And I said, "It's not worth it."
Yeah.
But the good thing was he liked it. Just been them.
Yeah.
But if I get any opportunity, yeah, definitely.
That's interesting. I will say thank you so much for coming on my podcast, and it was such a pleasure to listen to advices.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show, and it was the real pleasure. I hope the viewers and the audience they have there's some takeaway out of it. And again, if anytime anyone of your clients, the students, or anybody needs any advice or anything, I am reachable. They can email, and we can certainly advise them and what steps they can do, and they can get going from the very beginning.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you
so much.